Playing with waves 101. Today we're going to talk about what it's like to actually synchronize your tempo, your timer with a wave so you can actually do something properly. You can calculate your plan, you can calculate your decision making, you can calculate everything. A lot of the reason why I emphasize do not gank lanes, do not interact with lanes before you have first item, before you're strong, is because people don't understand how to work with lanes. People don't understand when they can work with lanes. I'm going to go over very briefly what it's like to play with waves, okay? And there's obviously more to ganking. There's more to this idea, but at a basic level, let's take a look. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Perry. I've been trying for the last 4 years. I'm also a pro player, and I've notably beat Faker and Owner and a lot of people doing World's Champs queue, okay? If you guys don't know who I am, I also coach right now. So, yeah, without further ado, let's take a look. So, what I'm going to do here is assess what's going on to the top wave first. So they're fighting, okay? Top lane's fighting right now, okay? And you can see how there's a big wave. I'm looking at the wave, okay? We have a massive wave stacking to them. I'm understanding what he's intending, so I'm pinging on the wave. So right now, Teemo has a massive wave here, okay? So when you see a massive wave here like this, Teemo's intention, if he's pinging on the wave, is likely because he wants to dive. Are we diving on this cannon wave? If yes, okay, how many seconds will it be from now? If no, then when will we dive? Let's imagine it. Okay, what do you guys think? Are we diving now? Later? Never? Okay. So, to understand waves, we can't just look at the present wave state. The present wave state is, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minions pushing it. That matters. We have a pretty massive crash coming. But what's more important than understanding the current wave state is knowing how far away this wave is. So this wave is over here, and it's creeping up. Okay, so if you said you're trying to dive on this wave, you're right, but you're actually diving with this wave, both of these waves. Therefore, I have time to gather information or do something else. I don't have too much time because this wave is coming. But as you can see, I have time to go hit this scryers so I can confirm whether or not I'm on ward. And if you're playing for a dive like this or a gank, if you're parallel to a wave as you're walking forward, you're doing your job. That means you're going to actively play the same timer your laner is playing on. So the goal of playing on waves or with waves is you need to be parallel with them as they're walking in. And that way, when you're there, okay, I have nothing to stop me. The wave is crashing and I'm here at a perfect time. And that allows me to simply dive this Yasuo. Very, very clean, massive wave crash in his face. He can't do anything. I'm at the perfect time and I know how timing works, so I have extra time to clear his ward. Let's say we go back here. The wave was a bit faster. Let's say we push the wave up a few minions. Then I would have to instantly go. That's the difference. What I'm basing it off of is not the present wave, but also the second wave. It's both. Okay, we get a little dive off. He's dead. Wonderful. Very, very nice and simple playing off of waves. Okay. This is a general concept I'll briefly go over. Right now, I'm in the top side. Kha'Zix's in the bot side. Lucian can't play in the bot lane. I am trying to make sure my Lucian can catch the next wave. So what do? Instead of clearing my top camps, I instantly recall, and I run with Lucian so I can defend him on this wave right here. So let's say these guys let Melio live, and they don't dive Melio. Or let's say Melio recalled, and then we're walking out. Lucian will never be able to play the game if I don't recall and connect with the wave on this guy. Because there's a wave here, there's a wave this side, there's a wave here that Lucian will eventually want to catch. Lucian can't catch that if I'm not defending him against a 3v2 dive where he has to walk in. Okay, so that's just a general idea of playing for waves. Here's an actual really good example of playing for waves again. So I'm in the bot side here. My Qiyana is really strong. If you look at the tab screen here, my Qiyana is 1.5 items. Their Nivea is dead. Okay. If you saw the mid-game video, you'll know this. You'll see this is a similar clip. It's actually the exact same clip. What happens is I'm clearing this camp, and there is a wave again right next to me, and you can see how I'm kiting towards the wave, and I'm perfectly parallel to the wave yet again. This is perfect timing to play off waves so I can break this turret now. And you see how I'm in position before the wave has even crashed into their turret. And that allows me to perfectly dive their bot lane. Okay, very, very, very easy dive. Flash through, make sure it's secured, they die. So again, I'll show this being parallel to this wave. As the wave's going forward, I'm going forward. And we're at the same place. In fact, if you're ahead of the wave, that's not a bad thing. Now, you don't want to be ahead of the wave where you're in this position and the wave is all the way back here. You're waiting too long now, you're wasting your tempo. There's a balance. You need to find the timing. And that's why normally I would just say be right next to the wave, right adjacent to it, and you walk parallel with it. Okay. And the last timer I'll look at here is right here in the top lane. We get some kills. Amazing. Real quick, guys. What am I playing for? What am I looking at? What am I trying to do? Okay. Give you a second to think. Pause the video. Okay. If you said play for top turret, you are correct. That's the only thing to do here. If you guys said anything else, I don't know what you're thinking. Play for the top turret. Now the question is when. Look at this top wave. It's coming. But I have a good amount of time before the top wave actually crashes into the turret. So what I do is I go into the enemy jungle and I get information. I'm sweeping the bush here, getting control for my Lucian, and the wave barely crashed now, and I'm still thinking about working with top lane. And what I'm going to do here is still play with the top lane and play on this wave, but from a very aggressive angle because of how strong we are. So what I'm going to do here is I know that if enemy team wants to stop this guy from hitting the turret here, Ezreal needs to clear that wave. I know I have a lot of time before Ezreal can actually clear the wave. Therefore, I will go pressure him the long way, the really, really nice way, to where Ezreal has no escape. And I can get this Ezreal kill. Nice and easily. All because I'm playing with waves. See, if I thought I was a little more rushed, what could have happened is I could have ran this way. It wouldn't work like that. It'd be very bad if you did that. Okay, because then Ezreal would escape. And on top of that, I'm emphasizing Fog of War. So you can see here, I'm making sure that like I'm just not shown. I'm sitting in this bush nice and easily until I see Ezreal. So hopefully this makes sense how you play with waves. Okay. If you guys haven't seen the mid-game video already, you should take a look at the mid-game video. It's a very, very similar concept, but this is how you actually look at waves. It's not the first wave, it's the second wave, and the first wave together. It's not just the wave in front of you. So let's say this wave dies. I'm also looking at this wave too, guys. Okay. Hopefully this makes sense. You can see we're waiting here. Lucian's waiting here. I'm waiting here. We're playing on the next wave that's coming. It's a high elo concept that anyone can understand. You don't need to be faker to know how this works. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, peace.